Hi everyone, it's Lindey. Today I want to talk about why you should be proud to be a reseller. We all know that there's a stigma for resellers, right? Whenever we're out at thrifts, whenever a cashier asks us why we're buying all of this stuff or what we plan to do with the things that we purchase, we're always really reluctant to say, oh, you know, it's such a good price here and you guys have no idea how much it's really worth, so I figured that I would pay the $5 from you and sell it for $50 online. No, we don't want to say that because we'll feel like a real D-bag. In the back of our minds, we feel like we're doing something wrong. We feel like we are committing a crime for buying something at a cheap price and planning to mark it up and sell it somewhere else for a profit. And because of that stigma, we are very, very reluctant sometimes to tell people what we really plan to do with it. So we make up stories. I know I do. And when we are out, if we're at a garage sale or shopping with a private party, we sometimes feel really secretive when we're standing around looking up sold comps. Are they looking at me? Not only do we not tell people what we do because we don't want to seem like a sleazy jerk, but sometimes we might also be reluctant to tell people what we do because people don't really see it as a real job. People don't see it as a profession. They see it as a hobby. And so when someone asks you what you do for a living, you really don't want to talk about how you're a reseller because they'll think that you don't really have a job. We know that that's not the case, but they don't know that. Or at least they don't think that. But you know what? It's time to be proud to be a reseller. You know, aside from making a little bit of extra money to support your family, think about the green aspect of reselling. In a time right now where fast fashion is such a big thing, the landfills are filling up more and more with people that buy items for one season and then they just junk it. If they don't donate it, it ends up in our landfills. Even if they donate it to a thrift or a Goodwill, it could still end up in landfills. Because what'll happen at thrift stores, if all of the items don't get sold, most of the time they'll either donate to a homeless shelter or it ends up going in the garbage. And in a time where people are so quick to just throw things away, we are going to be swimming in our own garbage sooner rather than later. So by the simple act of buying and reselling used merchandise, that keeps those items out of our landfills, and it's a really big effort in going green. Now, is everybody gonna buy used fashion? No, but it really does help. So don't care about going green? Okay, you don't have to care about going green. You should be proud of the fact that you created a job for yourself where there was no job. Forget about impressing anybody else. That alone should impress yourself. You know, being an entrepreneur is not just about inventing something or developing a product. It's also about creating opportunity where there was previously no opportunity. It's about making money for yourself, by yourself. It's about supporting yourself and being your own boss. It's about having that hustle mentality enough to get what you want done without being managed by somebody. Being a reseller should empower you. If someone else doesn't think that being a reseller is a real job, you know what? You should feel sorry for them. You should feel sorry for them because in their little world, they think that the only way to earn a paycheck is to punch in and punch out for the man. Feel sorry that they might be doomed to always kiss a boot heel or suck up to the corporate world, but that's them, not you. You know, there are not many opportunities out there for people to be working from home. You know, a lot of the times, if you want to work from home, you're forced to do some sort of a direct sales or get some sort of a certification and have some sort of a practice or an office out of your home where you take on clientele. You know, there is not a lot of opportunity out there for you just to wake up and do your own thing and make money doing it. You know, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw a post that I did a few days ago about how I was just driving along and I felt the overwhelming sense of gratefulness for my profession. I was driving and I received a text notification. And in that text notification was a reminder for an appointment that I had completely forgotten about. And it was forgotten only because it's not a part of my regular routine. I mean, if anybody's been watching me for any amount of time now, you know that my life is filled with appointments. I constantly have to take my youngest son to therapy, and my life is just a chaotic bundle of chaos. And when other appointments try to squeeze their way in when they're not regularly scheduled programming, I tend to let it slip through the cracks, especially if it was an appointment that was scheduled way in advance. And so I get this text notification and my first instinct is, oh, thank God for the reminder. I would have forgotten all about that appointment. And then my next thought was just being thankful and grateful that I didn't have to worry about, oh no, that was an appointment that I completely forgot about. I have to make sure that I can take the time off work. I have to ask my boss if it's okay that I go because I didn't give them enough notice. I'm just springing this appointment on them. Am I going to be able to go? I didn't have to worry about that because I am my own boss. I am the one that sets my schedule. I can be there 100% of the time for my kids when they need me. So an appointment jumping in 24 hours from the appointment time that I had completely forgotten that I had, it wasn't a big deal because I knew that I was going to be available to take my child to that appointment. And if I had a regular 9-to-5 job, that wouldn't fly. You know, before I was doing this full time, before I had a toddler, I had that regular 9-to-5 job and it was tough. I remember when Jeremy, my oldest, when I didn't know, but there wasn't school on Friday for some teacher developmental something or other, the school wasn't in session for whatever reason, they didn't think it needed to be in session. I had to go to my boss and go, I didn't realize that my child did not have school this Friday and I have no childcare for him. Can I take the day off? I remember how difficult it was, how my boss would just kind of look at me like, really? You didn't know before now? And I would feel like crap because that's my job. I'm supposed to be there. I'm supposed to do things. And there is no way that in my current household situation with my toddler needing to go to all of these appointments all the time now, there's no way that a regular boss with a 9-to-5 would allow me to just leave almost every single day of the week because we have appointments 4, sometimes 5 days out of the week. No joke. There's no way that he would let me just leave in the middle of the day for a few hours at a time and then just come back to work, or leave early to go to appointments all the time, or come in late because things didn't get done as fast as I thought it would. Being a reseller allows me to do my life, because if I wasn't a reseller, there is no way I would be able to work outside the home and be able to do the things that I needed to do. Or if I didn't have a traditional 9-to-5, I would be forced to work retail or wait tables and have to work nights and weekends, which would take away all of my time from my children, and yeah, that ain't gonna happen. There are people that I am not going to name. I'm just going to generally refer to them. But there are a great number of people out there that don't think I have a job. They make the comment to people that are very close to me, oh, Lindey doesn't have a job. That's all I gotta say about that. But you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care that they don't think I have a job, because you know what? I know that there is money rolling into my bank every single day. Not week, not month, every single day there is money rolling into my account. And you know what? Sounds like I got a job to me. So I encourage you, be proud to be a reseller. Be proud of your profession. If not just for the fact that you're your own boss, or for the fact that you're helping the environment by going green, you should be proud because you created a job for yourself where there was no job. And that allows you to have so many more opportunities than if you were working a traditional profession. Anyways, some thoughts I've been having. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know. If you have any comments, drop them down below. And if you haven't subscribed to me yet, I hope you will. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.